Hey,
Oh, Jeff, did you see that?
I sure
did.
did.
You
Boy,
see
that was sneaky, wasn't it?
That was sneaky. That's a nice fish. Holy
sure
hook.
is.
I had thrown on that shell bar, Jeff, and I thought I was hung on that shell.
Oh, he's a monster.
And went to pop it off, and wow, he was great time. Come on now, fish. Nice redfish. Wow. You know, that fish was sitting right up there on that shell bed, and he was just waiting for something to come swimming across that shell, and it did. And he was sitting right there, and he ate the bait, and he wasn't even wanting to move. He was waiting for the next bait to come along. Come on, baby. There. If I can get down here and get to him. But this is what we see typically. You know, these fish come in here on this rising tide, and they'll push up on these shell bars. And if you can get a nice, slow, natural presentation, these fish will come up here and take these baits out of these flats back here in these creeks. Just another way of doing it, using the thunder chicken, getting up here in this shallow water to catch another nice Georgia redfish. I mean, St. Simon's Island, you know, the trout, the red drum, the flounder, all can be taken in these creeks, and as the water warms up, we're going to see a lot of these fish start moving back out towards the mouths of the creeks. But for right now, if you come out here and get in these creeks down here around St. Simon's Island, that right there is what you can expect to catch. There we go, that dog will hunt right there. Redfish. Just take your time with me and enjoy the whole thing, Jeff. All right, bring him right over here, this way a little bit here, Jeff. I'll see if I can give you a hand with him. There we go. Look at the blue on his tail right there, Jeff.
Well, that's a beautiful redfish right there. It's got some blue.
Right here on his tail?
Mm-hmm.
That is a nice fish. Now, you know,
probably,
that's
what, about 13 inches? 14
I'd say
maybe?
he's probably about 14 and a half, pretty close to 15 inches.
Okay.
Now,
does that make the slot limit here in Georgia?
Yes, oh yeah. This fish right here is a keeper in Georgia. 14 to 23 inches, 5 fish per person.
Mm-hmm.
This fish should fall into that slot. It works the best for me too, Jeff. Oh, there's a fish right there. He just took it. There he is. Oh, right. Good Lord, son. Jeff.
Me to reel on in?
Maybe he'll stay up here on the edge. He's kind of swimming that way, but that fish right there, he really hammered that thing.
Nice one.
I can come underneath. Yeah, don't pull. There we go. I just came underneath it. Keep it out there and see if you can double up right there, Jeff.
Excellent.
Nice. That fish right
there.
He put it on it now, Jeff. You can hear the noise that cork is making right now.
Oh, that's a nice redfish right there.
All right. Well, that right there is exactly what we try to slip in here and catch.
Well, I definitely think push pulling in here was a good idea.
I think you're right. I can get him up right here. Well, there it is. That ain't a bad redfish right there at all, Jeff.
About the same size as the other one? Are you going to find that they're all going to be pretty much the same size in a school like this?
Well, pretty much, but I mean, in the winter time like we're in right now, I mean, winter time, it's coming up on spring because we're right now in the first part of March, and the fish are still in their winter pattern. It's starting to warm up, but the water temperature's still only around 53 degrees. And so what we find is these fish will act surprised if we catch a 30-inch fish.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll be able to see some more fish just like this right here.
Well, you know, with this, it's a little cooler out here today, and we didn't see a whole lot of boats coming out today, so there's not a whole lot of people, I guess, that know you can come out here and catch these redfish in this time of year.
No, most people think that it's real slow out here this time of the year, but it's all right for me, Jeff. They can keep thinking that way, and I'll have it all to myself.
I hear you.
But all winter long, I've been catching a lot of fish out here, and this right here, well, it just proves to you can catch wintertime fish in Georgia, and eventually we're going to change the perception of people fishing down here in Georgia because a lot of people think the saltwater fishing in Georgia isn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely not the case. I mean, we catch fish every month out of the year here. And these redfish, hey, we got plenty of them. I mean, do it. There's no reason not to. Look at there. There was a fish right there, Jeff. He just came out there and took a shot at it.
I think, yep, he's
Oh,
on.
oh,
He's on.
hold him. Hook, hold him, hold him. Jeff, that one right there is
that's a
going
nice
at
one.
it.
Look at
I
the
haven't
bend
done
in that
anything
rod.
to him yet. I'm just hanging on right now. He's already went around the corner on me. That is a nice fish. Come back here, son. All right, now grab your camera out and get some shots too, okay?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna. Oh, Jeff. Here, son. All right, now grab your camera out and get some shots too.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna. Oh, Jeff.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
That is a nice fish. Easy. That's all right, son. All right, put your camera down, and I'll bring it up for the camera out of the boat, and then I'll put it back in the water for you to get it coming in the boat, okay?
Okay.
There we go, Jeff. We got him coming up here.
Oh, that's a nice redfish right there, Mark.
That is a real
That's
nice
a beautiful
fish.
fish.
Let's just see.
I'll be
what we
surprised if he's in the slot limit.
got. I think he's going to be pushing the upper end of it.
That's going to be a good 23, 24 inches.
What do you think about that, Jeff?
Wow, that's a beautiful fish.
That fish is probably going to be just under 23, I believe, Jeff. But he's going to be right there close to it. We'll measure him and see. But you can see we're fishing. That's a 23-inch fish. We got about, I'd say about 9.5. I say we got about 9.5 or 10 inches of leader out behind that. So that gives you an idea just how long a leader we're fishing. But that is a real nice redfish. This is what we came for. Jeff, what do you got, buddy?
Oh, yes.
Is that him?
I got him down.
All right, just take your time, Jeff. Just roll down, drop your rod tip down, and reel at the same time. Then pull back real slow. Just fight him out.
He's trying to get me
Drop
up in
down
that
to him,
shallow
and then pull
area.
back slow. There you go. Now, just real slow. There you go. There we go. We got him right there in the bottom jaw. That's probably a 14, 15-inch fish right there, Jeff.
Oh, they're just so much fun to catch.
Well, you know that we're getting all these fish here out of one spot right now. You know, a lot of people think when they see it on TV, they always thinking people got to move all over the place to catch a fish in a day's time. And that's not true. If you learn the secrets of how to get on these fish and be quiet, there's no telling how many fish you can catch out of the same spot. I mean, I've sat in some spots before and caught well over 100 redfish. The key is to know how to approach them redfish, not to spook them off. And you can catch a large number of fish out of one spot without having to be moving all day long. Just respect them.
We're using a good combination of the current to work with us, dropping it out there and letting the current kind of work it across this little creek in here. And I mean, it's just, I think you can tear them up today.
I think we're going to do just fine with them.
Nice one.
There we go.
Right in that same spot,
Yeah,
too.
the fish actually kind of just slid right back up in here by the boat. You know, they've been quiet enough, and it looks like. But them fish slid right back in there, Jeff. Easy, son. All right. All over again. Another nice redfish. About the same size.
Beautiful fish.
Let's do it all over again, Jeff.
All right, let's get on them.
What are you doing? You might want to tighten it down just a touch.
Right.
There we go. Oh yeah, meaty. Jeff, what are you doing, son?
Well, that was a good cast.
Well, you know, throwing straight into the wind the way you did there, Jeff, and you're able to cast it and make a cast as accurate. You put it right there along that grass, and it moved out. Shrimp went to skipping on top of the water. That is typically what you'll see happen out here when these fish.
Some line too.
Yeah, these fish get after these baits on this thunder chick, and you pop the cork or whatnot, and that shrimp can swim around freely. You'll see that shrimp start skipping on top, knowing that there's something after it, and here comes the bite. Pretty work, Jeff. That is a good one. So Jeff, you can bring him up right over here if you want to. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, nice, nice.
Nice redfish.
There you go.
Well, that's a beautiful fish right there.
So Jeff, I appreciate you coming along today. I had a good time.
I had a blast today. I'm really surprised this time of year we can catch that size redfish down here. I just normally my boat's stored right now. I wouldn't even be out on the water trying to fish for anything right now. So I'm just really surprised at the quality of the fish we caught, the size, and actually the area that we're in. Like you said, I never would have come back this far up into these little tidal areas to go after these redfish.
Well, they're in here every year. This is the pattern these fish continually stay on. And you know, when you get up in these rivers, these little creeks, you know, look for these shell bars. And look for the small shrimp and stuff jumping when you're going through the creek. Look behind your motor, see if you see some jumping. You know, a lot of these little things that I use, and find the mullet. If you can find the mullet this time of the year, you're sure to find redfish. Oh, Jeff, did you see that?
I sure
did.
Did
You
Boy,
see
that was sneaky, wasn't it?
That was sneaky. Oh, yeah, meaty.
Well, that's a beautiful fish right there. Yep, he's
Oh,
on.
he's on. Hold him. I get him up right here. Down here around St. Simon's Island, that right there is what you can expect to catch.